Hej Lupa, det är jag som är Pattan och välkomna tillbaka ska ni vara till Duck Detective, The Secret Salami. Efter avbrottet från förra videon så ska vi återuppta där vi avslutade i denna video. Så här kommer fortsättningen. Varsågod. Jag vet inte. Det här var svårt. Alltså jag tycker att du är väldigt suspicious. Alltså hon blev ju blackmailad för att hon skulle hålla tyst. I don't get it. Okej, jag måste ta en hint.
Detective work isn't easy. The thing that bothered me in particular was there are still hidden things or areas I haven't accessed yet in this office. One is Manfred's secret compartment behind his family's
Det har visst
portrait.
varit. Jag var där.
And also the server room.
Jag har varit där.
Additionally, I should question suspects about Sophie's.
Det har jag gjort. Jag har gjort allt det.
The thing that bothered me in particular was that note on the safe had pairs of letters on it. I wonder if they're abbreviations for something. Haven't I seen them before?
Vänta, va?
I should also look at previous deductions.
Numbers.
But what could they mean in terms of numbers? What can I count here? Did I see any numbers around the office?
Vart har vi... Det är en grej som fattas. Nej, alltså jag vet inte. Jag är helt lost. Jag vet inte vad jag ska göra. Jag är helt lost. Kan vi få någon mer hjälp?
Detective work isn't I was sure I would be able. Detective work isn't easy. The thing that bothered me in particular was I need to analyze the letter in Manfred's safe carefully. I should also see if there is a connection in the office to what's going on in the server room. I need to have a look at people's PC.
Okej, jag måste kolla på andra folks datorer. Blackmailed. Nej, alltså helt kört fast. Jag var faktiskt tvungen att kolla upp hur jag skulle kunna lösa det här. Och det var inte riktigt vad jag hade förväntat mig. Det är nämligen så här att det är Rufus. Han är skurken i det hela. Och han blackmailar Manfred för att han ska hålla tyst om att Rufus håller på att sälja vouchers. Och sen är det så, det här är någonting som jag förmodligen inte hade lyckats hitta, men det är Margaret som ger de här vouchers till Rufus. För att på Margarets dator så står det längst ner att hon hade vouchers. Ja, jag hade inte lyckats lösa det där. Det där var en riktigt svår nöt att knäcka, tycker jag.
This wasn't what I was here for. I needed to catch the Salami bandit.
Vänta, det är inte slut.
I quickly needed to find out where Sophie was being kept. I also couldn't let the Salami bandit get away with this. It was finally time to find out who was behind everything.
Okej. Vänta, the kidnapping. Okej. Aha, vänta. Okej, Sophie. Hon är på Beerbus. Nej. Vänta. Vart kan det? För om hon har stuckit at Manfreds office under. Nej. Beerbus under en buss. Nej, det är det inte. Okej, ska vi bara försöka i en buss? Nej. Är hon hemma? Under a box bus cake fight Under... I... Vera's office. In a bus. Ja, okej.
God!
Hon är där.
That's where she is being kept.
Hon är en buss.
It's important that I stayed calm now. I couldn't alert the culprit, or all of this will have been for nothing. I needed to first figure out who is behind everything, so I could confront them.
All right. Nu har vi allting. Salami-banditen. Vänta. Vänta, handwriting. Någonting handwriting are identical. Vem är det som handwriting? Buongiorno everyone. That's it, I quit. You'll never see me again. Sophie. Sophie. Det är hennes... Nej! Because Sophie's... jag trodde jag hade någonting. Nej. Kan det vara... Då är det inte Sophie. Då är det Manfred. För Manfred och Salami Bandit. Deras handwriting are identical. Så där. Yes. Oh my god. Så korkad jag.
Manfred is the Salami Bandit.
Oh my god.
That makes a lot of sense. Ironic that his handwritten note meant to frame Frederson ended up incriminating Manfred instead. Something was missing here. Who else was involved with this? I had collected everything I needed. I just had to organize my thoughts.
Okay. Dirty work. Accomplice, enemy, friend, lover. Who could easily carry out the importing of the salami. Okej. Vem är? Kan det vara Sophie? Nej. Boris. Yes. Boris.
The Salami Bandit wasn't working alone. It made sense for the bus driver to be involved.
Okej, nu då. Jag enter. En kvar. Vänta. Salamis used to date. Sophie is the Salami Bandit's accomplice because she used to date Boris, and the Salami Bandit needed someone who would convince into helping. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I couldn't believe Sophie managed to talk Boris into this. Aha! I had it all figured out now. It was time that I confront the culprits. But first, I had to free Sophie.
Vart är Sophie då? Hon ligger där inne.
Sophie! What happened?
Jesus.
What's going on out here?
Why is everyone yelling?
This looks dramatic.
It's kind of a long story.
And guess who deduced said long story? The one and only Duck Detective.
Let's go, Duck Detective.
Read the room.
This is how everything went down.
Okej, ska vi se nu då.
The Bretzel Bearbus branch was suffering losses and had their budget cut as a result. Manfred, worried about the financial stability of his family, felt himself backed into a corner. This is when he became the Salami Bandit. He made his grand plan of salami smuggling and realized he couldn't do this alone. He recruited Boris, since it would be easiest for the bus driver to load and unload the wares discreetly. The bus would go through a customs check at the Salsiccia bus station first. And then Boris would take a detour to get the salami and load it onto the bus. This is why the buses always had a huge delay. It wouldn't be easy to talk Boris into crime, so Manfred convinced Sophie to join the team. Boris's obsession with her would make it easy for her to manipulate him into helping with their plan. Everything was going well until the Duck Detective, that's me, infiltrated the office. Freddy was meant to be the scapegoat for the crime, but I'm not fooled that easily. Sophie began getting cold feet and ultimately wanted to confess to the police. Manfred couldn't have this, so he interfered. In an outburst of panic, he abducted her and hid her in the luggage compartment of one of the buses. And this is why
I am the Duck Detective.
Manfred stole Laura's lunch.
Okej.
What?
Everything is figured out, but who is truly guilty? Manfred, Sophie, and Boris are all involved in the smuggling. Who should get arrested for their crimes? Manfred was the mastermind behind everything.
Ska jag få välja vem som åker dit eller?
Should Manfred get arrested?
Ja.
He is the reason this all started in the first place. Of course he should be arrested. What about Sophie? Without her, the smuggling wouldn't have been possible. She manipulated poor Boris into taking the salami across the border. Should Sophie get arrested?
Ja.
What she did was clearly illegal. She needs to face the consequences. Boris was at the end of the chain. Had he refused to take the salami on board, the plan would have not worked out. Should Boris get arrested?
Jajamensan, Boris ska också bli
He
arresterad.
might have not realized what was going on entirely, but that doesn't mean he's not liable for engaging in the smuggling. All right, I've made up my mind. I will report to the state police. Manfred! Sophie! Boris!
And I do it again!
Okej.
Anything to secure my family's well-being.
I'm not sure grand-scale salami smuggling was necessary for that.
How else was I going to cope with all the budget cuts? If anyone actually worked in this office, we wouldn't have such terrible performance in the first place!
Hey! I work!
Yes, and then you keep asking for promotions. How am I going to give anyone a promotion if we have people baking cakes during working hours? And while we're at it, Rufus!
Oj.
How dare you embezzle money from the company
Oj, oj, oj.
and then threaten me?
That's... Rufus said we're only doing that until his
Alltså
book
det där,
takes off.
jag hade aldrig löst det där. Jag hade aldrig löst det där. Helt sjukt.
And then I'll play the lead alien in the movie adaptation.
Look who's going to jail now, Manfred. Not me, that's for sure.
Kan inte skicka Rufus också till fängelset?
I stand by what I said. I regret nothing.
What is this? If I had known that calling the duck detective would result in this, I would have never done it. You were supposed to find out who stole my lunch. Not accuse my best friend of smuggling.
I knew this was a bad idea from the beginning. Why did Boris have to lose the bag? My God, he is such an idiot!
Hade inte Boris
I
fipplat
had
bort
no
väskan,
idea it was that important.
då hade de klarat sig.
Why didn't anyone tell me about the plan?
Vänta.
You said your cousin was ill. And the only thing that would make her happy was the salsiccia salamis.
Aha.
I should have known. If you're stupid enough to believe that, then you're also too stupid to bring a couple sausages across the border.
Wow, you really did quack the case, Mr. Duck Detective.
Freddy.
You're just as cool as I imagined.
What now, Fredderson? The truth. The truth is an ugly mistress. But it is my duty to throw bread to the fine beak of Lady Justice.
Aha, 98% de valde att arrestera Manfred, 64% valde att arrestera Sophie och 69% valde att arrestera Boris. All right. Coolt. All right, Happy Broccoli. Kan vi hoppa över där? Kan spola förbi. Ja, men det här var ju ett... alltså från början så var det ju ändå hyfsat enkelt faktiskt. Men...
Crap.
Vänta, vad är det nu mer?
I completely forgot to collect my payment from Laura. Everybody already went home.
Okay.
How am I going to pay for the bus?
Ta och sitta hem. Ja, men hade inte du... Du hade ju spenderat hälften av pengarna till bussen. Du får åka med Freddy.
Need a ride?
Jag får åka med Freddy. All right.
I just booked this one. It's been such a long day after all.
No, thank you.
What? Vill han inte åka med Freddy?
Come on, it'll be fun! Plus, you must be tired after all the detective work.
I really don't.
Please?
Okej, varför vill han att jag ska åka i bilen? Ska han kidnappa mig nu?
I...
Blir kidnappad av Freddy.
Great! Now I finally have time to tell you all about my ideas for your social media.
Okej.
Please don't.
I could get you tons of publicity.
No.
And imagine, we can team up.
Absolutely not.
And I could be your sidekick.
Oh my god. Han kommer att kidnappa mig förr eller senare. Om det kommer en 2 på det här spelet, då kommer det ju vara... då kommer han kidnappa mig. All right, the end. Det här var slutet för detta spel. Duck Detective, The Secret Salami. Det är intressant spel och alltså ett av de här pusslarna med de här vouchers och alltså pingvinen. Alltså det var zoom rakt över mitt huvud. Men riktigt spännande. Det är lite trist att jag var tvungen att kolla upp det faktiskt. Men det är som det. Men det här var sista videon för det här spelet. Så skriv i kommentarsfältet. Vad tyckte ni om det? Tumme upp, kommentera, prenumerera. Så ses vi i ett helt nytt spel. Till nästa gång. Jag som tappar.